Is the future of our San Francisco 49ers in jeopardy? With a season filled with injuries and setbacks, all eyes are on the quarterback and head coach, and the pressure is mounting. But before you jump to conclusions, there are whispers of a long-term commitment that could change everything. Stick around as we dive into the latest updates that could redefine our team's trajectory. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop on all things 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are in the midst of a challenging season, and as a die-hard fan, I can feel the weight of disappointment across the faithful. After a promising Super Bowl appearance last year, it's tough to see the team struggling at 6-8, especially with key players sidelined due to injuries. We've seen Christian McCaffrey in action for just 4 games, and that's simply not enough for a team that had Super Bowl aspirations. Now, the finger of blame is often directed at quarterback Brock Purdy and head coach Kyle Shanahan. The question on everyone's mind: are they the right duo to lead us back to glory? Despite the struggles, reports indicate that the 49ers are committed to both Purdy and Shanahan through 2025. This suggests that the organization believes in their potential to turn things around. But I have to ask, is that enough? Looking at Purdy, his touchdown rate has dropped significantly from 7.0% to 3.9%. That's concerning for any quarterback, especially as he heads into a contract year. The front office is expected to discuss a long-term extension with him this offseason, but is that the right move? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, I recognize his talent and the flashes of brilliance he's shown. On the other hand, consistency is key in the NFL, and we need to see more from him if we're going to bet our future on him. As for Kyle Shanahan, it's been 4 seasons of double-digit wins, but the question looms: has the league caught up to his schemes? After the team's worst season since 2020, one would hope that the team is exploring all options. Yet, the organization remains steadfast, believing in Shanahan's ability to lead. Is this faith misplaced? I want to hear what you think about this. It feels like we're experiencing a Super Bowl second-place hangover, where the momentum from last year simply hasn't translated into this season. Yet I can't help but feel that this is just a tough patch we need to weather. The franchise is betting on both Purdy and Shanahan, hoping that brighter days are ahead. But the reality is, if the team doesn't get back on track in 2025, we could be looking at some major changes. Let's talk about expectations. As fans, we live and breathe 49ers football, and we want to see our team rise from these ashes stronger than ever. But with the clock ticking and the pressure mounting, how much longer can we wait for this turnaround? I'm all for patience, especially when dealing with young talent, but there's a fine line between giving someone time to grow and watching the franchise spiral. So, what do you think? Is sticking with Purdy and Shanahan the right call, or should the 49ers be exploring other options? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you feeling hopeful, or are you frustrated with the direction the team is taking? Every season is a roller coaster, and as fans, we need to rally together. Let's keep the conversation going. Your voice matters, and I'm eager to hear your insights and feelings about this situation. Don't forget to like this video if you're passionate about the 49ers and share it with fellow fans who need to hear this discussion. Brock Purdy is at a crossroads, and as a die-hard San Francisco 49ers fan, I can't help but feel the weight of this moment. The conversation around his potential contract extension is heating up, especially after that disheartening performance against the Los Angeles Rams. 6 points at home against one of the league's bottom defenses. That's not just a misstep, it raises serious questions. Now, let's be clear. I'm not here to throw Brock under the bus. He didn't drop a touchdown pass, nor did he collide with a running back to halt a promising drive. But that interception? It was brutal, and it's hard to ignore how it might influence the negotiations ahead. We've seen him shine, and we've seen him falter. And those moments of brilliance seem to be offset by performances that leave us scratching our heads. What we have here is a classic case of overreaction from the fan base. Social media is ablaze with criticism, with many saying Purdy is only effective when surrounded by top-tier talent. But let's not forget, the best quarterbacks find a way to make it work, even when the odds are stacked against them. Look at Patrick Mahomes last season. He faced adversity, but still delivered. I'm not comparing the two directly, but the expectation is there. The ghosts of Jimmy Garoppolo's tenure linger in the background. Garoppolo faced his fair share of scrutiny after Super Bowl LIV when he overthrew Emmanuel Sanders on a critical play. Fans were quick to point fingers, but it wasn't just him on that field. The team's shortcomings were collective, and that's a narrative that seems to repeat itself. Now, with Purdy, we're at a similar juncture. He's shown he can rise to the occasion, as evidenced in Super Bowl LIV against the Chiefs, where he led the team effectively until the wheels fell off due to circumstances beyond his control. The question now is, which version of Brock Purdy do the 49ers want to invest in? The quarterback who dazzled us in his early days, or the one who struggled against the Rams? It's a tricky gamble. A substantial extension could mean the difference between securing a franchise quarterback and risking it all on someone who might not deliver consistently. I can't help but wonder about the implications of a hefty contract. If Purdy gets a big payday, what does that mean for the rest of the roster? Key positions may need to be sacrificed, and that could impact his ability to succeed in the future. If he's without his key weapons, would he still be able to lead the 49ers to the playoffs? It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when we see other top quarterbacks struggling without their supporting cast. As fans, we have high expectations. We want to see our quarterback thrive, regardless of the circumstances. But let's be honest. Can Purdy carry the team on his shoulders if those pieces start to fall away? It's a question that lingers, and the uncertainty can be frustrating. I believe Purdy deserves a chance to prove himself. He's a good quarterback, and he's shown flashes of greatness. But how much is he worth? That's a conversation we need to have, and I want to hear from you. Do you think this is the right path for the 49ers, or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? Let's dive into this debate in the comments. Share your expectations, your frustrations, and your thoughts on what the future holds for Brock Purdy and our beloved 49ers. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things 49ers. And make sure to activate that notification bell so you don't miss any essential updates. This is our team, and together, we'll navigate the ups and downs of this roller coaster season.